pretty good about your individual performance from Saturday, what they're asking you to do in that role and how you handled it.
Yes, sir. I feel comfortable about my role, but it's not really about individual stats, but just what we do as a team. So just got to keep improving daily and just keep working.
Next will be Brennan Seminoles from Knowles 247.
Hey Amari, I was hoping you could walk us through the play on the perimeter where you beat two blockers on the screen pass. What's going through your mind when you realize it's potentially 3 versus 1? And did you surprise yourself that you were able to make the play?
No, sir. We worked that almost every day in practice. We worked it all fall camp. And just kind of film preparation, just kind of knowing the formations. I kind of expected in my head. I just kind of knew what I had to do, and I repped it like plenty of times in practice. So I just knew what I had to do.
Next question will be Ira Schofel from Warchant.
Amari, I don't think you necessarily had this problem a whole lot, but as a team, I know you guys missed a lot of tackles. Do you attribute much of that to the first game, or maybe just kind of the difficulties of this offseason, not getting as much work on fundamentals in spring practice and things like that?
No, sir, because I feel like we work tackling every day in practice, and this week has been a big emphasis on open field tackling and just getting people to the ground. So I feel like in the offseason didn't really have anything to do with it because everyone was working during the offseason. We were still lifting and all that kind of jazz. But I feel like we do work that every day, and we just got to get better daily, just working on tackling.
Next will be Kurt Weiler from Tallahassee Democrat.
Hey, Amari, you mentioned not caring about individual success, and that's understandable. I guess, were you surprised, maybe frustrated with kind of the team defense performance Saturday relative to what you've seen leading up to it?
You said, was I surprised?
Yeah, maybe a little frustrated. I don't know.
No, sir, I wasn't really. I wasn't frustrated because I was just kind of going out there playing play by play and just hoping to make a play and just doing my job and staying locked in. So it was just getting the ball back to the offense and just giving us a chance, giving us an opportunity. So it was never frustration with me because I kind of just go play by play and just know what I have to do. And I have way too much going in my head to be frustrated during the game. So it's just keep playing, keep playing, keep playing.
Next will be Perry from Tomahawk Nation.
You said you don't really want to talk on individual, but we'll switch it up negative. What do you think you personally have to work on moving forward as you kind of hammer on these fundamentals? And then kind of a side question, how was it to hear that kind of cheer from the crowd, from the Tallahassee native happiness?
Yes, sir. I have to work on open field tackling myself. So just getting people to the ground and just open field tackling, that's mainly what I have to work on. That's what I've been emphasizing in practice all week.
All right, we'll go back to Brendan from 247.
Amari, I know you guys don't want to make excuses, but when Joshua Kango left the game, I guess how tough is that to see someone you know how hard he worked all season, or off season, I should say, to leave the game, and then two, just to not have his presence out there? How impactful was that?
Yes, sir. It was really disappointing to see Joshua Kano go down, just knowing how hard he's worked this offseason and just kind of how big he is and how big of an edge setter and pass rusher he is. So we should have him back real soon. So I'm not really worried about his improvement. We have a great sports medicine staff. I know they're going to have him ready.
Next will be Avalon Hodgebandi from Warchant.
Amari, when a defense only surrenders 16 points, in this day and age in football, I guess you feel good about yourselves, but I know you think there's a lot of room for growth, and you guys didn't play your best games. Does that make it a little bit easier to get back to work, get off the mat, and move forward?
Yes, sir. We have a big opportunity ahead of us, so you have to move forward. But I feel like our emphasis was 14 points, so we did not reach our goal. So it wasn't, and we didn't win the game. So it's also we have a lot to improve on. So we're not really excited. We're not really excited about last week, but we're just hopeful for what we have in front of us.
We'll go back to Kurt from the Democrat.
You've talked about open field tackling a lot. Obviously, mobile quarterbacks are guys who are really gonna test your ability in that regard. How important do you think it was going up against somebody like Jeff Sims with Georgia Tech, who really is that mobile type before going into a guy, an established guy like Derek King at Miami?
Yes, sir. Just have to be locked in and practice every day, daily. So, and we have Jordan Travis to work with every day. So just making sure we fit J Trav up. We know we can fit up anybody in the country. So just doing practicing like it's a game. We know we're going to be prepared.
And the last question, we'll go back to Ira for more chance.
You guys had some, young guys playing, Josh and Steven Dix and some other guys. How good do you think it'll be for them to have had that experience, to get out there for that many reps? The good and the bad. How much will that help them going forward?
Yes, sir. It's going to help them, and they've been working daily in practice. So I feel like practice leads up to a game. So whatever you do in practice, you're going to do in the game. So you're going to run to the ball, just run to the ball. They play with great effort, great mindset. So they just keep going. They're going to be all right.